Right now, your phone has thousands upon thousands of photos that'll never see the light of day, all trapped in this digital limbo. It's sad. So this is the reality you already know. Printed photos matter. They create tangible memories, fill your walls with life, they give you something real to pass down. But choosing the wrong photo printer means wasted money on mediocre prints that fade or smudge. That's where the Valid Consumer team comes in. We've done the research so you don't have to, testing and analyzing the newest photo printers. From budget-friendly options for casual users to professional-grade machines for serious photographers, we've found the 5 printers that actually deliver on their promises. Before we dive in, remember to follow our secure links in the description below. They'll land you the latest discounts on every product we cover today. Let's get into it. Number 6. HP Envy Photo 7975. Best all-in-one photo printer. The HP Envy Photo 7975 is what happens when a company actually listens to what home users need in a photo printer. What sets this apart is how genuinely versatile it is. Yes, it prints stunning borderless photos up to 8x10 with rich, accurate colors that rival what you'd get from a print shop. But it's also a workhorse for everyday printing, scanning, and copying. That dual personality means you're not buying a single-purpose machine that sits idle most of the time. I use mine for everything from family photos to shipping labels, and it handles both beautifully. The wireless printing actually works reliably. I can send photos from my phone instantly without wrestling with connection issues. The automatic document feeder and two-sided printing save time on multi-page documents. The touchscreen interface is intuitive enough that I never need to dig out the manual. HP's Instant Ink subscription keeps you from running out of cartridges at the worst possible moment, and the print quality remains consistently excellent. For anyone who wants lab-quality photos at home, plus all of the functionality of a solid all-in-one printer, this delivers. Number 5. Epson Expression Photo HD XP 15000. Best wide format value. I'll start here because this printer surprised me more than any other. At this price point, I wasn't expecting much beyond decent enough quality, but the XP 15000 consistently punched above its weight class. The 6-color ink system with dedicated red and gray cartridges makes a real difference. I printed the same sunset photo on this and a basic 4-color printer side by side, and it wasn't even close. The reds actually looked like reds instead of that weird orange-pink you usually get. Black and white prints showed smooth gradations instead of that banded look that screams cheap printer. Here's what I actually liked in daily use. It handles 13 by 19-inch borderless prints, which is big enough for serious wall art, but the whole unit is surprisingly compact. I've tested printers that take up half a desk just to print 8x10s. This one actually fits in normal spaces. The 50-sheet rear tray means you can load up specialty photo paper and not babysit every single print. Print speed is solid, about 27 seconds for a 4x6 in draft mode, maybe 2 minutes for high quality. Not the fastest, but fast enough that you're not standing there wondering if it froze. I printed a bunch wirelessly from my phone and it just worked, which honestly is rarer than it should be. The biggest win? This printer doesn't require a degree in color management to get good results. I've used printers where you need to create custom profiles for every paper, run test strips, sacrifice a chicken. It's exhausting. The XP 15000 just produces consistently good prints on different papers without making me feel like I'm back in a college darkroom. Is it perfect? No. The cartridge system means you're still dealing with those annoying low ink warnings, and running costs add up if you print constantly. But for the money, this is the best wide format option that doesn't make you choose between quality and your budget. Number 4. Epson EcoTank Photo ET8550. Best value for high volume. Okay, real talk. I was skeptical about tank printers for photo work. The early EcoTank models were great for documents, but their photo quality was, let's say, not there yet. The ET8550 changed my mind completely. The economics here are wild. I filled the tanks once and printed over 200 photos before even thinking about refills. Each bottle costs less than 2 cartridges from a traditional system, but gives you literally thousands of prints. I did the math. If you're printing more than a few dozen photos a month, this pays for itself in under a year. After that, you're basically printing for pennies. But here's why I actually recommend it. The print quality is legitimately good. The 6-color Claria Premium ink system produces vibrant, accurate colors that hold up against printers costing significantly more. I printed a bunch of landscape photos on glossy paper and they looked like they came from a professional lab. Sharp details, smooth gradations, no weird color shifts. The scanner and copier are genuinely useful additions. I've been digitizing old family photos and it's nice having everything in one unit. The 4.3-inch touchscreen is responsive and intuitive, which matters more than you'd think when you're actually using the thing every day. What I didn't love: it's bulky. This isn't going on a small desk. Also, the initial setup takes time because you're filling all those tanks and running the initialization routine. Plan for 30 minutes before your first print. But once it's done, it's done. Who's this for? Families who actually print photos regularly. Small businesses doing client prints. Anyone tired of that sinking feeling when their printer says, "Replace cyan cartridge mid-job." If you print constantly, the ET8550 is a no-brainer. Number 3. Canon imagePROGRAF Pro 1100 Best Large Format Professional. Let me be clear up front, this is not a casual purchase. The Pro 1100 is for people who need professional-grade output and are willing to invest in getting it. I spent 2 weeks with this printer and the quality difference compared to consumer models is immediately obvious. The 11-color Lucia Pro 2 ink system isn't marketing fluff. I printed a photo of a night sky and the blues and purples had depth and subtlety that my other test printers couldn't touch. A black and white portrait showed genuine neutral tones, no weird purple or green tints that you usually fight with consumer printers. That's because you've got dedicated matte black, photo black, and 2 gray inks all working together. At 17 inches wide, this printer opens up possibilities that smaller formats can't match. I printed a 17 by 22 landscape and it was stunning. Gallery quality stuff. The ability to print up to 129 inches long means panoramas that would require multiple sheets on other printers can be done in one continuous print. Paper handling is excellent. The rear feed worked flawlessly with thick fine art papers that other printers choke on. No head strikes, no misfeeds. It just works. The anti-clog system actually works too. I didn't have to run a single head cleaning in 2 weeks of heavy use. The reality check. It weighs 70 pounds and takes up real space. The ink cartridges aren't cheap. This is a professional tool with professional pricing. But if you're selling prints, doing gallery shows, or your work genuinely demands this level of quality, the investment makes sense. The prints from this machine are in a different league. Number 2. Canon Pixma Pro 200S Best for Vibrant Color Prints. The Pro 200S is what I'd recommend to most photographers stepping up from consumer printers. It delivers professional results without the professional headaches, and the dye-based inks create that glossy, vibrant look that people actually want for photos. I printed a bunch of portraits and was impressed by how natural skin tones looked. That's surprisingly hard to get right. A lot of printers lean too magenta or too yellow. The 8-color ChromaLife 100 Plus system nails it. Colors are punchy and saturated without looking fake, which is the sweet spot for photo printing. Speed is genuinely impressive. A 13 by 19-inch print finishes in about 90 seconds. An 8 by 10 takes less than a minute. When you're working through a batch of client photos or want to print a bunch for gifts, that speed difference actually matters. What I appreciated in real use. The way the paper is handled is smart. The skew correction technology automatically fixes crooked paper feeds, which saved me from wasting expensive photo paper on ruined prints. I tested it with various papers: glossy, luster, fine art, and it handled everything smoothly. The wireless setup was painless, and the professional print and layout software works well as a Lightroom plugin. I could go from editing to printing without switching programs, which keeps your workflow smooth. Here's the thing: these are dye-based inks, not pigment. That means they're not archival grade like the Pro 310 or Pro 1100. For prints you're framing behind glass or giving as gifts, it's totally fine. For museum-quality archival work, you'd want pigment inks. But for most people's actual use cases, the vibrant color and glossy finish of dye inks is exactly what you want. Number 1. Canon imagePROGRAF Pro 310 Best Overall. After testing all these printers, the Pro 310 is the one I'd keep. It hits that perfect balance of professional quality, reasonable size, and user-friendly operation that most other printers miss. The 9-color Lucia Pro 2 pigment ink system is the real deal. I printed photos I'd previously sent to a professional lab, and honestly couldn't tell the difference. Blues and purples that usually look muddy showed real depth. Black and white prints came out genuinely neutral. No fighting with color casts or running endless test prints. The matte black ink produces rich deep blacks on fine art papers that look museum quality. The anti-clog system saved my sanity during testing. On other printers, I'd waste time and ink running head cleanings. The Pro 310 monitors the nozzles and automatically compensates when one gets blocked. In 2 weeks of heavy printing, I ran exactly 0 manual cleanings. Size-wise, it's perfect. At 13 inches wide, it handles the most common print sizes, 4x6 up to 13x19, without taking over your workspace. I've got it on a desk next to my monitor and it's not intrusive. Yet it still prints up to 13x70 inches for panoramas, which is wild for a desktop printer. Paper feeding is where this printer shines compared to competitors. The rear manual feed handles thick, fine art papers smoothly. No fighting, no jamming, no prayers required. I printed on everything from glossy RC paper to textured watercolor stock without issues. Some printers I've tested make you feel like you're playing Operation every time you load specialty paper. Not this one. Print speed and quality are both excellent. A 13x19 print takes about 4 minutes, and the quality stays consistent whether you're printing small or large. I did a series of identical prints over several days, and they all matched. No weird color shifts or density changes. The professional print and layout software integrates seamlessly with Lightroom, which is how most photographers actually work. Color management is straightforward without being dumbed down. You get precise control when you want it, but good results even if you just hit print. What makes this my top pick is versatility. Professional photographers can produce client work that meets quality standards. Serious hobbyists can get results that match their creative vision. Even people stepping up from basic printers find it approachable. The prints look professional, they'll last decades, and you're not fighting the equipment to get there. Look, after printing hundreds of photos across these printers, the Canon imagePROGRAF Pro 310 is my clear winner for most people. If you're printing constantly and want to stop hemorrhaging money on ink, grab the Epson EcoTank Photo ET8550. And the Canon imagePROGRAF Pro 1100 is worth the investment if your work demands it. Don't forget to follow our secure links to grab the latest discounts. Your digital photos are great, but there's still nothing like holding a real print in your hands. Go make something tangible and keep it valid, guys.